Here I am again. Now I'm just getting it more or less. Final sanding will be at the end. But I want to see if I'm going to have to make any cutting over here, and I don't think so. I think I like it the way it is. I don't see any real gouges, tool marks, anything like that would be problematic, other than these two lines that I just saw over here, and that could have very well been from the sandpaper itself. So it's time to go in here and start hollowing it out. Now on this, I'm also going to do a lot of reverse turning. But before I start with that, make life a little easier, and I'm going to bury this bit right up to the end of this. That's how deep I want to go for now. Now I won't be able to go that deep because I won't have a relief for the shavings to come out. So I'll stay a little shy for the first time, widen up my cuts in there, probably go halfway, then once I start turning it and widen up the mouthpiece, then I'll go the rest of the way. But either way, I'll end up with coming down to almost the depthness of all of the spiral area of the drill bit. Showed this tool yesterday on the last turning, and I had just sharpened it up, but it was a little bit too aggressive for that vase that I was turning. So for that hollow vessel I was turning. Same wood, with the open front, but it's still an awesome tool for me to use in most cases. Time to go in there and get to the rest of the depthness with my drill bit. I'm putting my tool rest in there, and so I can come from the backside a little bit with a more aggressive gouge than the carbide. But caution is extremely important. I think I got room to still go with this, I do, and to take off with this carbide quite a bit. Well, I've sanded it down to 400 and then some steel wool, so my 400 is really more like 800 because it's got no grit left on it. But anyway, I think I got a pretty decent finish on this. It's time to bring it up to show off what it wants to present in the wood grain. I apply 1 coat of sanding sealer, and I apply generous. A generous coat. If the wood wants to soak it in, it soaks it in, but this wood is not going to take it in very much because the sanding is pretty tight. Now this, unfortunately, has a few splits on it, checking. But, you know, I don't mind it sometimes. There are pieces that I do mind, and this one, I mean, I wish it didn't have it, because it's not a rugged piece. If the piece is rugged, then I don't worry about it. But if the piece is kind of, you know, very defined, very precise piece, then it's not a plus for me. But it is what the piece had to offer me. And this piece was too deep, too thick, purposely, of course, and it was a good thing, to be a bowl. I did not want to waste it. I thought that it would have some pretty nice wood grain, and as it does, it's got some amazing coloration going through it. Again, another great thing out of this carrot wood that I did not know that it existed. I knew that it existed some orange coloration through it, but not this. This is just a wow factor to the piece of wood. Definitely distinguishes it at this point from maple, which I've been having a hard time with some of these pieces distinguishing whether if I was working with maple or working with carrot wood, and all these dark grains going in here. Well, you know, that tells me what it is. Look at that. It's an amazing piece of wood again. Right now the sanding sealer gives it a satin finish. You can see a uniform gloss to it, but subdued, not a high shine gloss, just a very satiny look to the whole piece. So I'm gonna wet sand it with 1200 grit wet dry sandpaper. That's what I use just about all the time. It's now I'm hoping that the shine juice will stand out on this one. I'm beginning to think that the sanding seems to be a little less than what I normally get. I feel a little bit of a texture to it, and normally I don't. Normally it's silky, smooth gliding of the sandpaper as I'm going through here, and I can feel like I'm cutting it a little bit, and that's unusual for me. I think I'm going to pass this in reverse one more time with the sandpaper. I don't like what I feel over here. I'm going to do it with a Scotch Brite and go in reverse. Well, that feels better. So, but I'm gonna leave it as that and apply my finish. I think I can call this one an achievement on the finish. Now time to get it in my jaws on expansion mode and finish up the bottom. There's always a way to finish something. Some ways are better than others, but there's always a way. So that will just leave me that very bottom piece, and I'm perfectly protected over here on the so I think I'm ready to go. Slow it down. It is a pleasing piece, and the finish really took. Yeah, it just goes to show you don't have to buy anything exotic to get a nice finish. It depends on how you sand it, how you prep it. Your cuts, tool marks, any of that stuff are all things that can obscure your finish. So, but regardless of how you finish though, gloss, satin, it's really okay. It depends on the piece, and depends on whatever mood you're in. Glossy items are not necessarily for everybody. Some people like it a little bit more subdued and nothing that stands out too much. I'm mixed. I like some stuff that's really shiny, and depending on the piece or something, I like something that's subdued. So I don't look at the finish as the deciding factor whether if I like something or not like something. The only thing that I shoot for is if I'm going for shine, I get disappointed if I don't get the shine because I'm not achieving what I want. But what I end up with at the end is, no matter what, is still something that I like. Take it out. The finish, both inside and out, is nice. This little ring that I did here just breaks it off from your typical piece. Pot Belly Vase. I think that's a good name for it. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you very soon. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you have subscribed, hit that like button and share with your friends. Take care. See you next one. But anyway, it's a nice piece, and you can see that finish. That finish is awesome. Take care. See you again.